Alrighty guys, what is up? I'm gonna be going over my experience with day trading, okay? So I started trading, it's been a little over 4 years now, and I'm basically gonna go over some mistakes, some steps that I wish I knew earlier that would have made the profitable process way much faster. Okay, step one is learning from a mentor. Now, I'm not here and I'm not gonna sit here and try to promote any of my stuff. Again, if you want to, cool. If not, cool as well. All right. I just really do think it was really important that I should have gotten a mentor, because I kept going into these cycles of fear and greed and psychological trust. I would never trust myself to take a good setup, and I would always just be so hesitant on doing what I was supposed to actually do. And it would be crazy because the night before, the days prior, I would be like, okay, this is exactly what I'm gonna do going into the week, going into the month. And that time would arrive, I would arrive on the charts, and that trading setup would arrive, and I would be hesitant, I would be scared, I would be fearful, and then when I would take it, I would be greedy. And there were just so many things that, having a mentor would have helped me so much, because I would have had someone to reflect on. Again, trading is a very, very solo journey. You don't have anyone to tell, especially me. I'm from like a small town that no one really knew what I was doing. I had no one to tell, I had no one to vent to. I would just accept my losses and just hold it in all day, and my whole day would be ruined. But I think having just some sort of structure with a mentor, someone that actually could guide you and help you towards what you wanting to achieve is very, very helpful. It's like anything, right? It's, why do you not want help from someone that's already had years of experience in the game? It just makes no sense. Why would you not want to speed that process up? Again, I'm not here to sell you guys my stuff. I'm just speaking from straight facts, just real advice. Just like one of my students, he just got into trading, already passed his funded account, already got his payout. You know how long it took me to pass my funded account and get a payout? It took me 2 years, while it's taking my students like 2-3 weeks. It's crazy. And that's just the power of having someone to guide you towards the correct goals, towards the correct things that you're supposed to do. And honestly, the mentor of all mentors, God. And I really haven't been as locked in as I am with God, because it's just crazy, right? How things work. When you're in a deep, and this is why God does these things. When you're in a deep hole of confusion, fear, and just you're scared of everything, that's when you start to pray to God. But when you finally start to break out of it and start seeing success, you slowly push him away because you forget about him. And that has been happening to me lately. I'm not gonna lie. Payouts have been coming, life has been good, just everything has been, flowing good. And I forget to open up my Bible, I forget to pray, I forget to do these little things that is important, that structured you from the ground to succeed to where you're at now. That's just another thing that involves trading, is being close to God. And going on walks. Honestly, like, going on these walks is so mandatory, because you really refresh your brain. I honestly, like, today in the morning, I woke up, I traded, did some calls with the students, did some work with the students. After that, it was like 12 p.m. and I was like, what am I gonna do now? I don't want to just sit here. I want to go do something. I want to go expand my brain. I want my brain to be flowing in flow state. And especially when you get so caught up when you're in a space where you're just there, and your brain starts to fog up. I'm really big on your brain getting foggy and you needing to go out for a walk. I love walks. Walks are so important. I think if you guys don't go on walks are an amazing tool, not just for trading, but just to help your life in general, because that is when you really find God. You find him in peace, because when there's so much noise going on, you're never gonna find the God, because there's too much noise. The noise is too loud. And that's what is so wrong with these late stimulants, right? Like your phone, doom scrolling. Some people can't shower without music because they're scared of their own thoughts. Some people cannot sleep in peace and dark and silence because they need constant stimulants, because they're so scared of being caught up in their own thoughts. Some people cannot use the toilet without being on their phone because every single sit of silence they're scared to engage into their thoughts. And that is the number one fear that is absolutely destroying everyone. That's the difference between the competition. I really, really, really do believe that you will only succeed if you could get in your own thoughts, if you could actually focus, if you could actually sit down to yourself and think, okay, why is this happening? What do I got to do? Why can I, just all these little metrics that will help you in life. People cannot do that because they're so addicted to the stimulants and they're scared of being in their own thoughts. They need a constant rush. That's why all of these new things like Zins and vape pens and all this other BS that you shouldn't be putting into your body because it gives you more stimulants. Your brain isn't supposed to have that much stimulants. It shouldn't. It needs to be at a natural peace at all time. You need to be able to flow. You need to be able to think. Stimulants are just so bad and people can't accept the truth. People need the stimulants and it's only killing you. It's only killing your poor brain. Your brain is so capable of doing extreme stuff, but you have a limit to it because of all the stimulants you put in your brain. And that's as simple as doom scrolling. That's as simple as listening to music. That's as simple as people can't go to their destination in a car. It's completely silent because again, they're scared of their thoughts. They can't think. And I'm telling you, when you really think, this is just so crazy how I have to say this because this is how bad humanity has got to. When you think in silence, ideas come up and great actions appear. That's common sense. And that's why most of the people nowadays can't handle it. I'm not saying this from a bad POV. I'm not saying that, oh, I'm perfect. I struggled with that too. I struggled with all those stimulants until I really realized myself. Another thing, just showering. I haven't showered without music in a while because when I'm showering, I get the best ideas because I'm in peace. I'm in silence. I can finally listen to my own brain. Your brain is constantly screaming to you, please listen to me, please listen to me. But you don't because you have those stimulants. You do other stuff instead. Driving to your destination, you need music. You can't drive without music because the silence scares you. Silence is power, I promise you. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a multi-millionaire, no, because that's far from the truth. But what I am is I'm a 21-year-old that's self-employed with no boss. I wake up, I create my own schedule, and I do consistently make 5 figures every single month. So, I mean, that's pretty good, right? Am I nowhere near multi-millionaire, but I am living my best freedom life. And that's, again, just some advice that I would love to, that I'm sharing with you guys, that's coming from, a position from where I used to be when I used to work at Target part-time, and all I would dream is about just being self-employed and not having to work for a boss, being able to wake up at whatever time you want. Obviously, I still wake up for the market open. I'm not saying that, I don't trade every day. But again, that's another thing with trading is you don't need to trade every day. But obviously, you want to be on the charts every day, making sure you're not missing anything. But that was just like when I was back in my little hometown and I used to work at Target, and I would always say, yo, I just wish that I could just make, solid 4K a month from trading and not having a boss and having my own place, my own car, everything. And now I completely destroyed those goals. Now I have an amazing apartment. I like consistently pull in 5 figures a month every single month. And I'm free. I'm free. Oh, it is a Monday. It is a Monday, 2 p.m. I just put on some random clothes and I just came on a walk. It's a Monday, 2 p.m., bro. Just enjoying my Monday. And I'm blessed. Now, I'm not saying, oh, I don't work or anything. I still work, and that's something about when you create something for yourself, you love to work. You look forward to working because it's something that you pursue, something that challenges you. And again, it's just about having that mindset change, that go mindset change. Let's keep working, let's keep grinding, let's not give up type of mindset is what you really need. But yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap up my little lecture. I hope that you guys stayed towards the end of the video, and I hope that was some real advice that I could give you guys. So yeah.